Congratulations. If you're watching this video, it means that you're on the tail end of week 6. That is a huge accomplishment. Now, whether you've been able to listen to all the blogs and read every single PDF and watch every single video, don't worry about it. It's a lot of information to cover in 6 weeks, and it's a lot of material to actually put into practice. So if you were somebody that needed to take it a little slower, that's okay. Now you have the tools you need to continue moving forward. You can journal, you can go back and watch the videos, you can read the PDFs or the parts maybe that you didn't get to, and maybe you'll learn something different the second time. When you listen to something, sometimes a different word will pop out, or a different phrase that you didn't really hear the first time while you were folding laundry, or whatever it is. So I encourage you to take this program and utilize it as something that when you get stuck, you have it as a resource. I am so excited to share with you, some ideas of what to do, where to go now, because we talked earlier in the week about making this a lifestyle, right? And for many of you, going through the 6 weeks and then journaling and really learning your own nutrition and how your body feels, maybe you've made enough progress that you're feeling great and this is all you need, and when you hit a rut, you can pull these resources out and kind of get started again. That's awesome, perfect. I'm so excited for you. For others, maybe you have seen improvement. Maybe things have started to regulate, but you still think something's wrong. And I want to encourage you, first of all, that if that's you, if you still feel like there's work to be done, you did not fail this program. This program is really designed to help you discover what foods your body works best on and get you started creating the healthiest lifestyle possible for you. It's not, however, the end all be all for those that have more chronic health conditions. That's where functional lab testing comes in, digging a little deeper, figuring out if there's something hindering your healing process, like a parasite, like maybe some hormonal imbalances, or some yeast overgrowth, or things like that that you cannot see and cannot directly fix simply through a few nutritional changes. Now, like I said, you may be feeling better because nutrition and lifestyle certainly play a large part in assisting your healing from those things. But sometimes when pathogens are overgrown, or you just have so much going on, or there's been a history of stress in your life, or maybe you have an autoimmune disease, that's when it may take peeling a few layers of the onion back. And that's another thing I wanted to encourage you with, is that don't feel bad if you're in that place, because your body is communicating that it just needs more assistance. And so listening to that is really important. And your gut really is like an onion. I personally have gone through this, and clients are going to go through this when you get testing and things like that. You will pull back one layer, you'll address that issue, you'll discover another layer, and this makes sense, right? Because just like eating a cheeseburger doesn't give you a heart attack in the next 30 minutes after you eat it, it builds up in your system, so does chronic stress, so does gut dysbiosis, so do all these lifestyle factors that we have been exposed to in the past 5, 10, 15, 20 years of our life, however long it's been that it's been building up in our system as a stressor. And in that same in that same way, you can't fix it overnight. So if there's things that have been building up for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, while nutrition and lifestyle may be the perfect place to start and you may have seen great results, you may still need to dig a little deeper and pull back those layers of the onion. So I just wanted to briefly share what I do when I work one-on-one with somebody, so that you know, if you reach out to me, what to expect. So as a functional diagnostic nutrition practitioner, I run different lab tests. So that includes a stool test. That stool test screens for pathogens like parasites, bacteria, yeast, fungi, viruses that are very common that affect people in different ways and contribute to chronic disease. Inflammation markers and immune system markers. It's a really great snapshot into your gut. It's kind of amazing. It's one of my favorite tests. I love, love, love using it. I also run a comprehensive hormone panel, and that's a urine test that you can take at home and then mail in, and then we get results. Now, I don't encourage anyone to do this alone, because typically when hormones are out of balance, there's something else going on that's distracting your body from either producing or regulating your hormones properly. So I don't ever offer that test alone. I do encourage people to, at minimum, also get the stool test to really see like what your body is dealing with if your hormones are imbalanced. But I have different packages and different coaching packages that are available to you at different financial levels, and they include different tests. So that's something that we can talk about. I also include food sensitivities testing. So while the elimination diet is super incredible, and it's really the gold standard in terms of eliminating a food and then listening to how your body reacts, food sensitivities testing can be really, really helpful because they screen for things that you probably wouldn't think to eliminate, like blueberries and bananas and spinach and things that you may be eating on a daily basis that you think are incredibly healthy and in fact are, but for you at this point in your life, at this point in your journey, it's not healthy. It's causing part of your inflammatory toxic burden because for whatever reason, your body has marked that as a food sensitivity, and so then your immune system responds and that becomes an issue. Let's just say it's spinach, you're putting a handful of spinach in your smoothie every single day. That's not a good thing. So food sensitivities testing really helps us kind of skip a few steps ahead, really see what your body's doing, eliminate an inflammatory burden right away, and then kind of kickstart the healing process. I do run a few other tests as well, but those are sort of the most popular ones. There's also a really great test for non-celiac wheat sensitivity. It's called the Wheat Zoomer test. And so while a lot of people will say if you don't have celiac disease, you should be fine eating gluten, the Wheat Zoomer test is a really great test to see how your body's really responding because it's not always the same protein and it's not always the same chemical reaction in your body. There are multiple reactions and tons of different proteins within wheat itself. There's gliadin, there's gluten, there's agglutinin. So there's all these different parts of wheat that you can be reacting to, and then you can be reacting to those in different ways. And so that's where it gets really tricky because a lot of times when you just do a celiac test and it comes back negative, you're like, okay, I think I can eat it. But the Wheat Zoomer, as far as I know, is the most comprehensive non-celiac wheat sensitivity test that you can possibly get because it screens for all of those things. It screens for the proteins and the reactions in any way, or many ways at least. I can't guarantee this every single way, but many ways that your body's going to respond is included in this test. And so it's a really comprehensive, amazing wheat sensitivities test, and you can really see if that is causing an undue burden on your body. So before we wrap up, if testing is something that you would like to look into, please let me know. But before I even go into that really quickly, let me say that everyone that graduates from this program gets a free 30-minute call from me. Now you can use that however you want. You can use it to share your experience with the program. If you had a great experience and you're one of those people that feels amazing, I would love to one-on-one talk to you and hear your testimonial and see what it was that was your biggest takeaway and the biggest help in this program. You can also use it to ask questions. Maybe you're feeling better, but you had a few questions about this or where to go next, or there's something specific in your life that was not addressed. You can use the 30 minutes to talk about that. Or maybe you're interested in the testing and want to know the coaching packages available and more information on the test and maybe what I would specifically recommend for your condition and your life. We can talk about that in the 30 minutes. So what I'm going to ask you to do is email me at KyleneT@thetinyfitdiva.com. Subject line, I graduated, and then in the email, just let me know how you'd like to use our 30 minutes, and we'll set up that call. I'm so proud of you guys, and if you feel great, I'm just thrilled. I've put so much of my heart and my soul into this program. I put my love into it for you, and I really hope that it answered your questions. And I can't wait to hear from you one-on-one. Like I said, however you choose to use that 30-minute call. I know that you've at least seen some progress, and so I can't wait to see what that is for you as an individual. So don't forget to set that call up. And really, I'm just so proud of you for getting to this 6 weeks. Believe it or not, that's a huge accomplishment. Many people that go through 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks programs fall off at weeks 2 to 3. So if you're watching this, you need to pat yourself on the back and tell yourself that you are a rock star, because you 100% are. So don't forget to send me that email, and I will see you soon.